They have their air conditioned cars to move on. They always shop in air conditioned malls. They always sit in an air conditioned offices. Their home is centrally heated. So for them, temperature doesn't affect. And for the poor, a homeless person who is spending his or her night on the roadside, they know that what happens when the temperature rises up to 40 and what happens when it cools down to minus 1. So happiness, many people measure the criteria, many people are having a scale of money, scale of power to calculate happiness. That few people are having these observations, or they have this type of psychology, that if you don't have money, you are not happy at all. For happiness, you need to have more money. So it is my question to all of you, that if this is the criteria of judging a people's happiness, so why rich people are more depressed, why they are consulting the psychologist, why they are still not satisfied, why they are taking the sleeping pills to sleep, why they need that thing, though they are having Dunlops, good mattresses, a very posh bungalow, still they can't sleep without taking a sleeping pill, whether they are staying in 5 star or they are sleeping in their bedroom. They can't sleep without taking a pill. Why? They are having money. So what is lacking there?
Ma'am, because they all are having stress.
Yeah, they are stressed. Work pressure, this and that. So happiness never lies in your materialistic things. My dear girls, always remember this thing. Don't judge anything according to their materialistic collection. Like, if a person is having many, if a lady is wearing much gold, she must be very happy, she must be having a very happy married life. No, maybe the scene is something different from that. On the contrary, there are labor class people who work on daily wages for 9 to 5, and when they move back to their home, they can easily sleep without quilt, without pillow, on a bare floor, without taking a sleeping pill. They are still sleeping with in a sound sleep. They are still laughing. So here we are going to read a very, very beautiful story, A Happy Prince. I'm going to share my screen with you all. Kindly tell that whether it is visible to you or not. The Happy Prince. My screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So here is the Happy Prince in front of you. Once he was a living prince. After his death, his statue was placed in the center of the city, in the heart of the city, as a mark of respect. Like, if you go Satwari, there in the Satwari Chowk, you will find Mahatma Gandhi's statues over there. In Indra Chowk, you will find the Indira Gandhi's statue there. And in B.R. Ambedkar Chowk, you will find the Ambedkar statue, commonly known as in Jammu as Panama Chowk. That is actually a B.R. Ambedkar Chowk. And there you will find the statue of Mr. Ambedkar. So these all the statues are placed just for as a mark of respect. Okay. So Happy Prince was once a prince of some territory, and he was considered to be very happy. Very happy. He always considered himself very happy. He was living in his palace comfortably. All the luxuries are there in his palace. He always find find life very easy, like a bed of roses. Obviously, a person who is a prince, who is a king, having all sort of facilities available at just one click, he always will think that life is that easy for everybody, because he never move out of his palace in the small local towns. He always lived comfortably inside the palace. There he were having many workers, slaves to obey him. He always think that all the people outside the palace are living as the same life. But this is not the reality. King is having power, king is having money, king is having everything. So he can never feel exactly what his people in the city feeling, who are deprived of the basic necessities of life, who are homeless. A person, a child who is an orphan. We can never feel the pain of an orphan because we have our parents. We can never feel the pain of a homeless because we are having our homes. We can never feel that hunger because our stomach is every time full because we are blessed with abundance of the bounties of the God. But, and we think that for everybody life is like this. But everybody is facing and dealing with his or her struggles of life. So this story is about a prince whose statue I had shown you in the picture. When the prince was alive, he was very happy. And why he was happy, my dear girls? He was happy because he think that life is bed of roses. Because he was a prince, obviously he was having ample of money and he was using it for his luxury. After his death, a big statue of his was erected on a pedestal. From there, the statue of Prince could see the entire city, and at the same time, he saw the miseries of the people. He saw the poor people, the homeless, their hunger and starvation. The prince was sad to see all these miseries, sadness of the people. So in this chapter, we will study the story of the prince. Means when he was alive, he was sitting and living comfortably inside his palace in his own comfort zone with all the luxuries available at his hand. But when after his death, his statue was placed in the heart of the city on a pedestal. Now his statue feels the misery of the people because he was now seeing the world outside his palace. He was observing the poor people. Now he saw that, oh, there are many people who are hungry, who don't have anything to eat. There are many people in the world who are homeless. Oh my God, what I was doing throughout my life. I was always thinking about the thing that the people are as happy as I am, but I was wrong. So let's find out how he will help the people after his death and who will help Happy Prince for this noble cause. High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, he had two bright sapphires, and a large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. Obviously, the statue was the statue of a prince. So, it is bound to be very expensive one. It was not the statue of an ordinary person. It was the statue of a prince. So it was engraved with the emeralds, pearls, rubies, sapphires. It was a very beautiful statue. The statue of the prince stood on a high platform overlooking the city. Here I am providing you the exact lines and the explanation of the line with the meaning of the word. Like the word glided means to covered with something or coating of something. Here it means this. Otherwise, glide means to fly. Glide karna, sail karna. Here, glide is used as to cover with something. Hilt, the handle of a weapon or a tool, especially a sword or a dagger or a knife. जहां से आप चाकू पकड़ते हो या तलवार पकड़ते हो ना, that part of that knife and sword is known as hilt. Okay. The prince was called Happy Prince because when he was alive, he always remained very happy. Upon his death, a big statue of his was erected in the center of the city in his remembrance. The statue of this happy prince was covered with the thin layers of gold. Now, the statue is very rich because it was covered with the thin layers of gold. And instead of eyeballs, now instead of placing the eyeballs, there were two bright and shining sapphire stones. So it means the statue is very costly. In the handle of his sword, a bright ruby stone was placed. Ruby is considered as one of the most expensive diamond in the entire world. So it was there placed on the handle, hilt of his sword. Now, here comes the another character in this chapter, a little swallow. Swallow means a tiny bird, a tiny little sparrow, swallow. Swallow is a tiny bird. Although it is not a human being, still the writer is referring to it as he and his. If you are having a book in front of you, you can observe that in the entire story, writer uses he or his for the swallow. He never use it, although it's a bird, because he is personifying swallow as a human being. He is giving him the human attributes. He says, now the story of swallow began. As you all know that in the season of the winter, when the winter season starts, the birds started migrating from cold regions to the hot region. A few birds are like who are migrating from hot regions to cold regions, like Siberian birds. When the cold season started, they start migrating from Siberia to the hot places of the deserts and all. So swallow says that all the friends of this swallow had flown away to Egypt 6 weeks ago. Swallows, friends, families, all the other swallows means कहने का मतलब है all the swallows were flown away to Egypt 6 weeks ago. This bird did not go with them, but later it thought of going to Egypt to his friends. So it was on its way to Egypt. What happened? All the swallows went to Egypt 6 weeks ago. But this little swallow decided to stay where he was. He didn't go with them. But after some time, he realizes that he is missing his friends, so he decided to move to Egypt. And he was on his way. This bird kept on flying on its way to Egypt, and at night it reached the city. All the day the bird flew to on its way to Egypt, and when it comes to night time, it reached in the city of Happy Prince. Where he reached? He reached to the city of Happy Prince. Now it wanted to stay somewhere for the night. Here instead of it, we will use he. He wanted to stay somewhere for the night. He thinks upon where to stay at night. Now in the dark, you know that birds never fly in dark except owl and bats. He thinks that where to stay at the night. I'm reaching the city, but where to stay? Obviously, the bird says that hopefully the city has made some arrangement for it to stay. Obviously, the bird does not mean what it is saying. We can say that probably the bird is being humorous. In a very humorous way, the bird said that I hope the city had made the arrangement for my staying. You know that it's impossible. Nobody can make the arrangement for birds to stay, but it's just a satirical tone. Now, when this tiny bird saw this huge statue of the Happy Prince, it thought of staying there for the night. Here in this picture, you can observe a bird coming towards the statue of a Happy Prince. Okay? Okay. Now, where he decided to stay? He decided to stay at the statue of the Happy Prince. He wanted to stay somewhere for the night. He thinks upon where to stay at the night. And he decided to stay at the statue of the Happy Prince. So the bird thought that it was a good place spent. It was a good place spends the night. It was a good place to spend the night. There was shelter and a lot of fresh air. So the bird came and alighted. It stopped and sat in between the feet of the statue of the Happy Prince. The bird stopped here and it gets settled in the middle of the feet of the Happy Prince so that it can provide the shelter to the bird and she will be safe from the dew and that rain and all. Okay. Now the next. What happened next? When the bird sat in between the feet of the Happy Prince, it was surrounded with the gold. So it thought that it had a bedroom made of gold because it was surrounded by gold all around. Now the bird is feeling really very having a feeling of like royal feeling that I am living in the bedroom of the gold today. So it thought it had a bedroom of the made of the gold because it was surrounded by gold all around. As it was about to sleep, it was putting its head under the wing. Suddenly, a large drop of water fell on it. Now the bird was about to sleep. अब नींद आ गई उसको. But suddenly, he realizes a large drop of water fell on it. The bird was surprised because all of a sudden a drop of water fell on it. Though It was not the weather of the rain. It was not a rainy season. So from where the drop of the water come? He was surprised. It thought that neither it was raining, nor of a sudden, nor a rainy season was going on. The swallow could not believe this because the sky was not cloudy and stars were shining. So the swallow couldn't believe that it was a drop of a water because the night was so clear and there are no signs of rain anywhere. Just then another drop of water fell on it. Oh, from where it will come? Before the bird, the swallow thought that the statue was useless because it was not able to protect it from the rain. So the swallow was little confused and disappointed that what is the fun of sitting in the shelter of this statue if this statue is not going to protect me from the water drops. So he thought he should not sleep under the statue. The swallow thought it was better if it took shelter in a chimney of a house and thought to move away from there because the statue was not able to protect him from the rain. Are you getting my point? Listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
It's really a very interesting
Yes,
story.
ma'am.
Now the swallow is little bit disheartened that I was taking a shelter in the statue, but this statue is completely useless because there is a water coming from somewhere and the statue is unable to protect me. So what is the fun of sleeping in between the legs of the statue? So I am moving from this side and I will find some chimney of some house and I will stay there. So before the bird flew away, the third drop of water fell on him and it looked. What did he see? Let's find out. Now the third drop of water fell and the swallow looked up. Who are you? He said. I am the happy prince. Now he find the happy prince statue in tears. The statue was crying. It, those were not the drops of the water. Those were the drops of the tears. So for today, it's 12 o'clock. Your time is up for the class. So for today, we will stop here and tomorrow we will begin with the further part of the story and we will read it in a very nice and slow manner so that you will understand each and every aspect. There are many shades in the story, so you will come to know of each of them. So till then, goodbye. Next class is at
Thank you.
Friday 30.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Goodbye.
you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you all. Goodbye. Leave the meeting quickly. Leave, leave, leave.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Sugam, Nivedita, Lavanya, Ishpreet, Harnoor, Anviksha, leave the class. Anviksha, leave the class. Okay, Harnoor, Sugam, leave. Tanisha Jambal, leave the class. Lavanya, leave the class. Harnoor, Sugam. Tanisha Jambal, leave the class. Tanisha Jambal, leave the class. Sugam, Lavanya, Harnoor, leave the class. Arnoor, leave the class, बच्चे. You are listening to me? Lavanya? Lavanya? Sugam? Tanisha? Leave the class.